Can you see everyone?
I can see Grandma to Granddad.
Okay. Jump in, everybody, jump in.
Hi! We just wanted to tell everyone we're moving home in July. Surprise!
My wife Lauren is one of the bravest people I know. When she was 17 years old, she sensed a call on her life by God to go to the east coast of Canada to attend Kingswood University to prepare for ministry.
It's snowing! Ah!
She was willing to leave New Zealand, which was comfortable and familiar, to embark on a journey that would last 7 years. She raised her money, sent in her paperwork, said goodbye to her friends and family, which is always the hardest part, and landed in New Brunswick, Canada on August 31st, 2011. After her first year of school, Lauren was given the chance to travel in a rock band. Well, that's what we thought we were, but we were really an admissions team for the school, and we also played music. This opportunity gave Lauren a chance to explore a large chunk of North America over the next 3 summers. This is where things get a little bit interesting. It was during her second summer traveling where she and this other guy, me, started getting interested in one another. At the end of the summer, we had a long talk about us and what that would mean for the future. We both knew that if we started dating, we would ultimately get married. This decision to date was a big deal. We started dating on September 10th, 2013. A few months later, Lauren went back to New Zealand to visit her family for the very first time since originally leaving. It was probably the worst Christmas vacation of my life. All I could think about was Lauren and how much I missed her. Then the thought dawned on me. I want to marry her. Within months of Lauren arriving back in Canada, she booked plane tickets in May, but this time it was with me. It was my chance to see the country she grew up in and to finally meet her family. Those 3 weeks I spent in New Zealand were probably the best 3 weeks of my life. And I am not exaggerating. By the end of the trip, I realized that I would be living in New Zealand with Lauren at some point in the future. So during the last few days of the trip, I awkwardly went up to Lauren's parents and asked if I could have their daughter's hand in marriage, and shockingly, they said yes. We got engaged on August 24th, 2014. Then following our graduation, we got married on May 14th, 2015. Following our wedding, we were given an amazing opportunity to work at a church in Nova Scotia called New Hope. Lauren became the full-time children's pastor while I became a part-time youth pastor. I was also enrolled full-time as a master's student. We couldn't have imagined a better church and more loving church to work at. They say your first few years of ministry are the most important when it comes to your development. And we couldn't think of a better church to take 2 inexperienced people and turn them into competent pastors. Sometime after I graduated from Acadia, Lauren and I began to think and to pray about what our next steps in life might be. Not too long after we started praying, we were given an opportunity to move to New Zealand. This was an exciting and big decision. There was a lot to consider. We have an amazing church at New Hope that we love, and a lot of friends and family here as well. But on the other hand, we had an opportunity to do ministry in New Zealand, which is dear to our hearts. And we have Lauren's entire family in New Zealand. We knew this decision was going to take a lot of thought. However, we knew we needed to take the opportunity that was presented before us. From the moment I stepped on New Zealand soil with Lauren, I knew that Lauren and I would be doing ministry in New Zealand at some point in our lives. So we've decided to be brave and step out in faith. Just like how Lauren was brave and stepped out in faith to move to Canada, we are doing that exact same thing, and we are deciding and have decided to move to New Zealand. We are moving to New Zealand this Canadian summer or New Zealand winter of 2018. We believe this is a good and right decision for us to make, and that God has given us this amazing opportunity. More details will come out as to what we're doing in New Zealand, but the point is, we're moving to New Zealand.